Let's see. Mark, Maryland, you're on the Wilkow Majority. Hello.
Hey, Wilkow. So why are you so against an assault weapons ban? I mean, to hear you talk about this trampling of the Second Amendment, which is laughable.
Well, it might be laughable to you, but let's why is it well, first of all, you are not the default position, sir. But tell me why you think it's laughable.
Well, how has he trampled the Second Amendment? He's banned assault weapons. Why are you against banning assault weapons? Why are you against?
Because I don't see anything in the federal government is not given any dominion over the Bill of Rights.
Is it a regulated militia? Is there regulation in there?
But those are separate. Those are separate. Just as, it's funny. What's really funny is we will hear progressives say the General Welfare Clause, even though there is no General Welfare Clause. They will say the Commerce Clause. They will say, oh, well, the president, of course, is empowered by the 14th Amendment. It says the debt is without question. So clauses are used when convenient by progressives, liberals, and Democrats. But when the clause concept isn't convenient, then you want to start fusing things together.
And on the flip side of that, you'll use the clause whenever it suits your.
No, I won't. The federal. A quick reading. Okay, Mark, you got to let me finish my thought. Quick reading of the Federalist Papers. You'll find that the idea of the citizen's right to keep and bear arms was, in fact, to be a check and balance of a tyrannical government. It had nothing to do with hunting. It had nothing to do with sporting clays or skeet shooting. It has everything to do with lawful self-defense. But again, Mark, it doesn't matter. I'm asking you, forgetting my opinions on this weapon versus that weapon, all I would like for you to cite is the power of the federal government to make a gun law. Federal.
The federal government can regulate guns however they want.
But tell me where it says that. But no. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That is the Second Amendment to the Bill of Rights.
Got it. I understand now.
So where does the federal government come in?
I get it now, Wilkow. So you have an issue as well of a homeowner owning a 50 cal automatic weapon. You have a problem with that as well, right?
No, if their state makes their state makes that legal. If a state wants to make that legal, or a county wants to make that legal, or a municipality wants to make that legal, then they can do that. That's what the 10th Amendment says.
The Second Amendment and the right to bear arms is a federal law.
It's not a federal law. It's the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights backs the federal government off of those rights.
So it's in the federal domain.
It's not in the federal domain. It actually bars the federal government. Congress shall not, for example. It doesn't say Congress can feel like when it's convenient to establish a religion.
Militia somewhere in that Second Amendment.
Yeah, that's
on the right, including you, seem to forget.
The necessity is not the justification. Is not the sole justification. That being said, here is.
Are you listening to yourself?
I am exactly listening to myself.
Justification. Necessity is not a justification.
It is not the sole justification, sir. It is not the sole
justification. That an only.
So tell me, sir. Let's move off this for a second. Let's move off this. Hold on, Mark. Let's move off this into another constitutional right, like abortion. Right? That's mentioned in the Constitution. What are you willing to negotiate? What are you willing to negotiate? Okay, so you're not. You can't. Okay, goodbye. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. If I will not have a caller who is just going to keep talking as if that is a signifier of their intelligence and make this sound like a mushy wall of sound. Dialogue.